Good morning, students. I am Rampal Prajapati from Electrical Department in STIT Dosa. Dear student, for today class, the subject is Circuit Analysis, Part 4. Topic is Reciprocity Theorem and Dual Network. First, we discuss on Reciprocity Theorem. What is the statement of Reciprocity Theorem? The statement of Reciprocity Theorem is: in any branch of a network, the current due to a single source of voltage is equal to the current in the branch in which the source was originally placed when the source is placed in the branch in which the current was originally. So, according to reciprocity theorem, I1 should equal to I2. Simply, mean of reciprocity theorem is that when a network consists of only one voltage source, then we have to find the value of current in any branch of the circuit. We select a branch to prove reciprocity and we find the value of current in that branch. Let that this current is I1. Now in second case, we replace voltage source in that branch in which current was found and we find the current in the branch in which source was originally placed. Let in this case current is I2. So according to reciprocity theorem, I1 should be equal to I2. Now there are some steps for solving a network problem using reciprocity theorem or proof of reciprocity theorem. The branch between which the reciprocity is to be established are to be selected first. It means in the given network we have to select a branch in which we are going to prove reciprocity. Second is the current in the branch is obtained using conventional network analysis. It means the branch current is obtained by any conventional method such as KCL, KVL, mesh analysis, node analysis, etc. Step 3. The voltage source is then interchanged between the branches concerned. In step 3, we interchange the voltage source. It means voltage source is removed from the original branch and it is put in the branch in which we have obtained current. Now step 4. The current in the branch where the voltage source was exciting earlier is calculated. It means in fourth step we calculate the value of current in the branch in which source was before placed. Now we take an example to understand reciprocity theorem. Now figure show the application of reciprocity theorem in the given network. So in the given network there is a voltage source of 10 volt. So we select a branch for reciprocity. Let the branch is AB branch in which 2 ohm resistance is connected. In second case, we find the current in AB branch using any conventional method. So first we find RTH across XY or AB terminal. Then the value of RTH is obtained by removing the voltage source by its internal resistance. Means the voltage source is short circuit. So there are 3 branches, its resistance of 2 ohm and 3 ohm are connected in. First of all we find the value of source current. To find the value of source current, we find RTH across XY terminal. So across XY terminal R equivalent is 2 ohm plus 3 parallel 3, that is 3.5 ohm. Now the source current delivered is V upon R, where V is 10 volt and R is 3.5 ohm. So I1 is 2.86 ampere. Now, applying current division rule, we have to find the value of current in 2 ohm resistance. So, according to current division rule, I2 is equal to 2.86 into 3 upon 3 plus 3. So, its value is 1.43 ampere. Equation number 1. In second case, we replace voltage source in the branch of AB, which is selected for to prove reciprocity, and we want to find the value of current I1 in the branch of XY. Now similarly, we find RTH across terminal AB or source terminal. So the value of RTH will be 3 plus 2 parallel 3. So its value is 3 plus 1.2 ohm, that is 4.2 ohm. So the current I2 or current delivered by the source is 10 upon 4.2, that is 2.381 ampere. Now applying current division rule, the value of current I1 is 2.381 into 3 upon 5, that is 1.43 ampere. Equation number second. Now we compare equation first and second, and we see that I1 is equal to I. So this is the proof of reciprocity theorem. Now we take another example. Now in this network, we have to prove reciprocity theorem. There is a voltage source of 50 volt. Now first we select a branch to prove reciprocity theorem. Let the branch we selected is of 20 ohm branch, in which current is I2. So first we find current delivered by the source. So RTH across source terminal is equal to, there are 3 branches in parallel, that is of 10 ohm, 10 ohm and 20 ohm. So the parallel of 3 branches plus 5 ohm. So we find R equivalent is equal to 10 ohm. So the current delivered by the source is V upon R. V is 50 volt, R is 10 ohm. So the I is 5 ampere. Now using current division rule, there are 3 parallel branches. So according to current division rule, the value of current I1 is 2.5 ampere. And similarly, I2 plus I3 is I minus I1, that is 2.5 ampere. So the value of I2 is 1.25 ampere. Now in second case, we replace source into the branch selected for reciprocity, that is 20 ohm branch, as shown in figure. Now we calculate the value of current I in the branch of 5 ohm. Similarly, R equivalent of the network is obtained across source terminals. So there are 3 parallel branches with series in 20 ohm resistance. So the R equivalent is 22.86 ohm. Now the current delivered by the source is V upon R, that is 2.187 ampere. This gives I1 plus I is equal to I2. So the value of I2 is 1.875 ampere and the value of I is 1.25 ampere. Now we compare both the equations I2 and I. Then we say there I2 is equal to I, which prove the reciprocity theorem. Now in second case we study on dual network. What is a dual network? Two electrical networks are said to be dual networks if the mesh equation of one network is equal to the nodal equation of other network. It means a dual network is based on Kirchhoff current law and Kirchhoff voltage law. So first we understand what is Kirchhoff current law. Kirchhoff current law states that in a given network at any node, the algebraic sum of currents is equal to 0. Similarly, Kirchhoff voltage law states that in a closed path, algebraic sum of voltage is equal to 0. This is the Kirchhoff voltage law. Now, in the given circuit, there is a source of V volt and impedance connected are Z1, Z2 and Z3 and current flowing is I ampere. Now we apply KVL in network A. So the KVL equation is V is equal to I Z1 plus I Z2 plus I Z3, where IZ1 is voltage drop across Z1, IZ2 is voltage drop across Z2 and IZ3 is voltage drop across Z3. Now simplifying the equation, V is equal to I cosec Z1 plus Z2 plus Z3. Equation number 1. We know that in a series circuit, the value of current in each element remains same. Now network B. In network B, there is a current source of I ampere and 3 branches consisting of admittance Y1, Y2, Y3 and their respective currents are I1, I2, I3. Now applying Kirchhoff current law, then equations are I is equal to I1 plus I2 plus I3, where I1 is Vy1, I2 is Vy2 and I3 is Vy3. So simplifying the equation, I is equal to V cos of Y1 plus Y2 plus Y3. Equation number 2. We know that voltage in parallel circuits or parallel branches remain same. मतलब voltage across parallel branches remain same. Here we have found that equation 1 and 2 are similar in their mathematical form. Equation 1 is mesh. From the equation 2 is in the nodal form. Here, left side variable of equation 1 is voltage and left side variable of equation 2 is current. Similarly, the right side of equation 1 is produced by current and total impedance of the circuit. And similarly, right side equation of 2 is product of voltage and admittance of the circuit. So it is needless to say these two networks are dual networks. Remember that from the example, it is also clear that dual network may not be equivalent network. The circuit equation of dual networks are similar in form, but the variables are interchanged. Now, construction of dual networks. We see the construction of how dual networks are constructed. In the given circuit, there is a voltage source V and resistance R, inductance L and capacitance C are connected in series, and current flowing in the network is IT. So similarly we apply KVL in this circuit. We get Vt is equal to RAT plus LdI upon dt plus 1 upon C integration of IT dot dt, where RIT is voltage drop across resistance R, LdI upon dt is voltage drop across inductor, and 1 upon C integration of IT dot dt is voltage drop across capacitor. Let's replace all the variables and constants by their dual in the equation. By doing that, we get IT is equal to GVT plus C dVt upon dt plus 1 upon L integration of Vt dot dt. Equation number 4. Now the electrical network drawn by the circuit equation would be a current source of IT with parallel branches consisting of conductance G, inductance L and capacitor C. Voltage across each element is Vt. Current flowing in the elements is I1t, I2t and I23. Now IT is GVt, I2 is C dV upon dt and I3 is 1 upon L integration of Vt dot dt. It is needless to say IT is equal to I1t plus I2t plus I3t. This is nothing but Kirchhoff current law. As per defined of dual network, the network C and network D both are dual to each other. Okay students, thank you for today's class.